What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Film study for rookies today, man. We're going to break down Caleb Williams week 1 versus week 18. A couple things I want to point out. One thing I noticed, the offensive line, it improved a little bit versus week 1, but not a lot. So I thought that kind of halted Caleb Williams to some capacity. Another thing was the play calling. The play calling didn't really seem to suit Caleb Williams. So I was kind of confused. You know, the Bears drafted Caleb Williams, but it didn't really seem to kind of flow with his style. Another thing is, I think the Bears might have one of the most underrated defenses in the league, to be honest with you. I mean, the offense at points would consistently stall out, and the defense did their job. So with that being said, we're going to break them down now. I just want to preference this video a little bit, you know, talk about the line, talk about the play calling, and just kind of note that in there, man. Let's get into the video. So week 1 versus the Tennessee Titans right here. All right, we got 3-by-1 set. Caleb Williams gets pressured, rolls out, and tries to make a hell of a throw. All right, now that's risky. You know, I'm not going to fault it too much because nobody else was in the area, but it's risky when you're throwing across your body like that. So play number 1, not the worst thing in the world. Play number 2 right here, empty backfield set. He sees what he likes and he overthrows it. All right. Now, if you look to the other side of your screen real quick, or I guess the top of your screen, we're going to pause it about right here. I believe you had DJ Moore running wide open. Now, with that being said, I had to point this out because someone could be like, hey, DJ Moore is wide open on play number 2. I can't believe Caleb missed him. You got to remember, this is Caleb Williams' first NFL game, so sometimes the coaches might have been like, look for your 1-2, which is probably, you know, right here. Check down, and if it's not there, throw it away. Don't try to extend the play too much. And Caleb makes the right read right here. He just overthrows it, all right? Next play we're going to look at right here, it's 4th and 3. All right, fumbles the snap a little bit. Still a good throw. So, not bad, all right, on that drive right there. Go to the next one. 15 minutes left in the second quarter. He's going to roll out right here. And, oh, what a throw right there as a rookie. And this is what gets people excited about Caleb Williams right here. Because he can do things like this. He can throw on the run. And not a lot of quarterbacks can do that right there, man. So that was good right there. All right, 3rd and 4 right here. How are we looking 3rd down? Pocket looks good. He's going to throw it up and just sails it. And this seemed to be a common thing with him for at least the first few weeks. All right, just kind of finding his touch with his receivers. Just sails it, man. All right, once again, makes the right read, just puts a little bit too much on it. All right, now we're in the red zone. I think this was to Keenan Allen, if I'm not mistaken. And he drops it. It hits him in the hands, too, on that in route. Take a look right here. If I'm not mistaken, that was Keenan. That was a good throw by Caleb right there. So, as you can see at halftime, Bears down 17-3. And Caleb struggled at the half, right? Comes back out of the locker room. All right. Pocket's decent right there. Got your receiver. He just misses them. I think he wanted his receiver to probably be a little bit more, inside probably. Misses that one right there. Next play we're going to look at. All right, empty backfield set to start off. Got some motion. And then this ball gets tipped. So the first one missed a little bit inside. Second one gets tipped. And then right here it's 3rd and 13. And he misses to the outside right here. So you see, first half struggled a little bit. Second half, all right, we're still struggling right here. But have no fear. Caleb is here, right? 3rd and long right here. He's going to roll out. All right, pressure. And this, again, is why the Bears drafted him, to get a dual threat like this. So he's going to take the snap right here. All right, he's looking. He's getting pressure, so he has to roll out to the left, right? Then he gets pressure right there, so he has to escape. And he's like, okay, perfect. He's going to pick him up, turn his back. I'm going to run and get the first down. Something I've noticed about Caleb Williams is he processes things so quick. All right, that's the difference between him and a lot of quarterbacks. A lot of quarterbacks can process things quick. They're not as mobile. But you get a mobile quarterback who can do that, that's dangerous. Right here, empty backfield set again. It's 3rd and 5. And the Bears run a screen. All right, this is kind of what I'm talking about right here. When I talk about the Bears play calling, all right, in the offensive line, this is kind of what I'm referring to, right? The first week was bad. Now, I can't fault the line too much on week 1, even though it was pretty much bad all season. I can't fault them too much. But the play calling, like right here, it's 3rd and 5. I mean, if we go back and look at this, So yes, his play had potential. But because Rome is such an athletic receiver on third down, the DB is going to react quick to whatever he does. So if he sees Rome about to block him, he's peeling right off that, right? Rome isn't the biggest body like I just said. So on 3rd and 5, I don't love this play right here. I think you have enough guys who can beat man coverage potentially with DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Rome, Cole Kmet as your tight end. Going to a screen on 3rd down, it didn't make much sense to me. But, the Bears wouldn't go on, win week 1. Now let's take a look at week 18 and see if there's a difference right here. So just like week 1 ended, we're going to start week 18 with another screen. All right. I mean, that was 2nd and 11. They were on the screen. Then right here, all right, 2nd and 14, a little bit later in the first quarter. One thing I noticed about Caleb right away was how much faster he processed the game. How much faster he gets throws out. Right here, play action. It's quick. It's a 1-2. I'm rolling out. I'm making that throw right there. That's a thing that immediately sticks out to me. Let me know if you guys see that too. Let's roll it back real quick to the play action. All right. Fake the toss right there. The throws seem to be better. His footwork looks better. And his footwork, I got to say, looked great from week 1 to week 18. Naturally gifted right there. All right. Right here, he's dropping back. And he's taking the check down. All right. I think the first few weeks of the season, he didn't really take the check down, to be honest with you. But right here, man, reading the DB, if he drops back, perfect. We're going right here. If the DB tries to jump, we're going over the top. Right there, the DB falls back, bang. Take what's underneath. Don't try and force it. So good stuff right there by Caleb, 54 seconds left to the half. Good stuff right there. Right here is dropping back. Woo! Now, I thought this throw was a little bit inside. But once again, man, you see him make the right read. All right? You got your little out and up right here. Bada bing, bada boom. Good throw right there, man, on 3rd and 4. So like I said, man, the way he's processing things, how fast he's getting that ball out, as you're seeing right here. All right, I don't think we ever really saw him, if I'm not mistaken. And I went through all the plays in the first week. Really check it down to the running back. Now, yeah, it's not going to get you a lot of yards on 3rd and 16, but hey, it's going to get you something. So maybe now it's a long field goal. Then right here to 3rd and 6, they're going to motion Keenan Allen right over there. Running back does not pick up the edge guy. Caleb spins out of the sack and makes that throw right there. Let's run that back real quick. Take a look at this. All right, edge guy comes in free. I get it. Running back starts over here. I thought he would work his way over here, but he's not. All right, Caleb has to scramble, and this is what I like right here. As he's coming out of that scramble, establishes his base right there, sets his feet as much as he can, and makes that throw. Because he knows he doesn't have much time, right? That DB is all over that receiver. So he's got to get out quick. And the fact he put it in front of the receiver is actually pretty crazy, to be honest with you. Then once again right here, all right, play action, they're going to roll him out. DJ Moore gets on the screen. And they finally get that home run play. All right, blocking and everything is finally executed to a T, right? Take a look right here. Receiver does a great job right here. You got the lineman pulling. Got to give them some credit. All right, take a look right here. Got your left guard tackle right here. Bang. Work down here. Look at them go. Boom. And now all DJ has to do right here is outrun that DB. And he does, man. Easy work right there. Next play we're going to look at, all right, it's 4th quarter. Bears are down by 1. All right, they're down by 1. Watch Caleb right here. Look at the throw he makes. Stays composed. And like I said, this is something I was talking about earlier. All right, processing the game. Now, this throw was potentially open, top of your screen right here. All right, man-to-man coverage. The receiver gets him, but he's got pressure right there. So what does he do? He's like, okay, I don't want to force that throw right there. I'm going to roll out. And look at this. Process the game so smoothly, man. And he's so much more relaxed, all right? Week 1, obviously as a rookie, you saw a little timid, but then he bounced back. All right, week 18. I thought this was the worst play from him, this game right here, because there's no way to me he doesn't see Cole right here running. It's 2nd and 6, 28 seconds left. Dump that ball to Cole. And if I'm not mistaken, the Bears didn't have any timeouts either. All right, the Bears didn't have any timeouts. Now, Caleb somehow gets that ball off where it's not a sack, but I thought this was the worst play. It did come in crunch time, but, you know, he bails himself out because somehow he gets that ball out. Let's take a look at the last play. Bears going triple stack, and the Packers, man, give up the play right across the middle. The Bears would go on to kick a field goal and beat the Packers, and that right there would give Caleb a W to end his rookie season. Let's talk about it real quick. As you can see, man, week 1 versus week 18, I think everybody improved, which is, you know, what you expect, but most importantly, Caleb improved as a quarterback. Not just the receivers blocking on screens, not just the offensive line, right? But Caleb processing things, rolling out to the left or to the right, making the throws, being more composed, throwing it away, checking it down. All key things you want to see from a quarterback, right? You don't want them to continue to be a risk taker. Because you've seen what happens when you have a risk taker on your team. Because in the biggest moment, they're going to try and take a risk, and it could cost your team the game. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts. Caleb Williams, week 1, week 18. What did you think of him? Stay tuned for the next video coming out soon. I'll catch you guys then. Film Study for Rookies out. Peace.